exposes wrongdoing, holds the powerful accountable. The I-Team.
The I-Team has learned a federal grand jury has reached a decision about possible criminal charges involving Congresswoman Corrine Brown. The decision will be made public, we're expecting, this afternoon. Joining us now is News4JAX political analyst Jennifer Carroll. Jennifer, good morning to you. Thank you for being here. Do appreciate it. We know that she left Washington early, Corrine Brown did. She's back in Jacksonville, came back last night. Considering the fact that we know that the grand jury's made a decision, your reaction, to this latest twist?
Well, it's something that we expected to come about. Didn't realize it was going to come this soon. What's going to be interesting is how the Congresswoman handles it, because many people may think that she will drop out and not run for re-election. More than likely, those that know her know that she's a fighter, and she's probably going to, if the indictment does come down, go before the judge and plead not guilty. So then she'll have her day in court, which that trial case may not come about until after the election.
Right, it could take months.
It could.
In fact,
yes.
She's a fierce competitor. You know it. You
yes.
ran against her twice,
yes.
in fact. How do her opponents, though, capitalize on this? Because this is prime opportunity for them. And as we just announced in a UNF poll recently, I mean, she is still the leading candidate here. She's been an incumbent for 23 years.
Correct. The challenge that the Congresswoman will have is that this is a new district, new voters. So for her opponents, they can utilize this as one of their tools in their campaign box to go against her and say, why should the voters waste their vote against someone that is facing charges? The other obstacle for the Congresswoman is the ability to raise funds. Since the last election report, the FEC report in March of 2016, she had raised $352,000, had $71,000 on hand. For her contributors, particularly with this charity situation and her contributors to the campaign, it could be an impact for her to not receive the funds needed to launch a viable campaign.
Well, and we also know that a Congressional Ethics Committee has now kind of sidebarred until this is over its investigation into allegations related to this as well. Mm-hmm. That has to hurt her reputation at the Capitol.
Well, the Capitol probably not, but certainly in the...
You'd think it would, amongst others. I mean, you have to get some support on both sides of the aisle, certainly, when you're trying to push your, anything that you've got for your constituents here,
well,
forward.
We're seeing, look at Charlie Rangel and many others.
Yeah.
So the issue is going to be the campaign. It's a short window of opportunity here for the Congresswoman because the primary is coming up in August, general election in November. So she has to fight several battles here, this trial that will be coming up, as well as to her constituents to say why trust her to put her back in office. And these are new constituents, and so therefore she has a harder sale for herself to say why they should elect her, as opposed to three other candidates that will be on a ballot that is not facing any charges at this time.
And that's assuming that there is a trial. We don't know at this point what
Correct.
The decision is that has been reached. In light of that, you are, though, confident that if she is indicted, that she is not going to pull out of the race.
I don't think she's going to pull out at all. And even if she is charged and had a conviction, she could still serve in the Congress. That's what the law allows.
Well, considering what we have seen, certainly around the country, right?
There you go. It has happened in New York. It has happened in Alaska. It has happened in other places where people have been convicted and they can still serve. There are only 3 requirements to be in the Congress. That is to be of age 25, also to live in the state in which you're going to be elected, and to be a citizen between 5 to 7 years, depending on if you're in the House or the Senate. So she serves all of those. The only thing is, will the constituents re-elect her to serve for them in this next Congress?
Well, we'll certainly know the latest twist in this investigation coming up. We're expecting an announcement around 1:30 today. We don't know that for certain, but that's what all of our sources are telling us.
Correct.
Jennifer Carroll, thank you very much for your insight. Do appreciate you being here.